I got out of the bus, piled into a hotel, and woke up in the afternoon in this cold sweat. I don't know why. And I just had these lyrics on my mind, and so I had a little keyboard in the room, and I started writing lyrics that just automatically came out. And so I finished it in about an hour and showed it to Neal. I said, I got this song, I don't know what it means, I'm not sure yet. And I know I was missing my lady a lot, and I hadn't seen her in like 3 weeks or something. And it was just one of those feelings of just loneliness and estrangement that you get. So we tried it in the studio. And so I felt real excited to be able to have, you know, that sort of feeling or that moment capsulized by, you know, an emotional band that could play, you know, the song. It got so much bigger than I ever imagined the song to become when we were in the studio. And Neal, you know, played some guitar things, and the way Steve sang it, it was a real rewarding experience for me watching it grow, you know, to an event, and then to play it every night in front of that many people, and to share that moment, that one single moment, that out of that dream was really wild. It was really a great feeling.
It's just really emotional. You look out there and you see little girls crying. You know, when we play a song like this, I think it's great that music can do something like that to a person, and that we can do that to them.
I think the video, the first time we saw the video, I got kind of chills and goosebumps, because it really did capture that sort of estranged feeling, that moment of, well, God, where am I, you know, and who am I? And just everybody on the buses and stuff, they did a real good job of editing it. It was like another moment when everything seemed to tie together and all made sense for us, you know, faithfully. The video itself, we really thought it was great. And so we like to share with you that moment. This is a song called Faithfully.
To this point, this is my favorite video of all times. This is Eurythmics.
And not really care as to how he gets it out or how it comes across visually. You know, he could, at the walls before he gets onto that, he fantasizes, you know, his crowd or whatever in the studio. It's a very sterile surrounding sometimes, so it takes that fantasy to get that emotion into that song and to sing to that person.
Yeah.
Whereas in video, you're being watched by the camera, and so you almost have to forget about everything. Remember that emotion that you did in the studio. Remember that emotion, remember that seed that started the song, I guess, and, you know, just let go. For a musician that hasn't had acting or hasn't been used to the theater, it can be quite an undertaking. But I think a lot of musicians and singers are natural actors in their own right, and a lot of them are just adapting real well. And so for us, Chain Reaction was probably the first conceptual thing that we did, actually stepping into a studio and putting on a guise, so to speak. And it was Neal and Steve basically tearing into each other.
We got to get some of our animosities out like everybody has against each other, you know. Here's Chain Reaction, our video.
Now, let's go live to New York for the Video Vote final results.
Hey, John.